welcome back to Canada Stories. I hope you all are having a beautiful day and I'm back again with another video today. In this video, we will be discussing about the eligibility for Canada's Express Entry PR program. In order to apply for PR, one must meet the requirements or the criteria, thereby determining the eligibility. So what's in today's video? In today's video, we'll be taking a look about the 6 selection factors, 2. How to calculate the eligibility, and 3 is what to do if you're not eligible. By the end of the video, I'll make sure you guys are thorough about it. Without further ado, let's get started. So guys, let's first talk about the first agenda of the video, which is the 6 selection factors for Express Entry. The first thing to know here is the overall score will be for 100 points. Now, the 6 selection factors that I will be discussing shortly will assess your eligibility, and based on these selection factors, you will be given points. Out of 100 points, if you score 67 points or higher, you may qualify for Express Entry. Let's take a look at 6 selection factors. The first factor is language skill. As you may be aware that Canada's official language is English or French. So, it's very important for you to know at least one of the official language. So guys, the maximum points that you can score here is up to 28 points for both English and French. So, I'll explain a bit more about this. So, in order to claim these points, you'll have to take up an approved language test. So in case of English, the approved language test is CLPIP, IELTS, and in case of French, it is TCF or TEF. And the points are based on reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Let's take a look at the table and check how much points you would require in order to score band 8, 9, or 7. If you are applying for Express Entry, ensure to get at least band 9, which is basically 8777. For the first official language, say for example it's English, you can claim 24 points, and second official language French, it is 4 points. Not to confuse you guys, in my case I took up IELTS and was able to claim 24 points. Since I don't know French, I got no points for it, basically 0. Had I known French, I would have gotten 4 points extra. I hope you're clear with this part, guys. Moving on to the second agenda of the video, which is education. The maximum point that you can claim under education is up to 25. Okay guys, if you have completed your education in Canada, you must have a degree or a certificate or a diploma from a Canadian institution, be it secondary or post-secondary. Coming to the most common situation, which is, what if you have a foreign degree? So, in this case, you must have a ECA report done from one of the designated organizations like WES, ICAS or IQAS, thereby showing them that your education is equal to the Canadian one. Also guys, if you need some clarity on ECA, on how to apply for ECA using WES or IQAS, I have made a detailed video on the same. So I'll leave a link in the description box below. Also, you can find a link somewhere here. Feel free to watch them. Let's take a look at the table, guys. As you can see, guys, maximum points are given to doctorate, PhD level, which is 25 points. Master level is around 23 points, bachelor's 21 points, and so on. Moving to the third selection factor, which is work experience. The maximum points that you can claim under work experience is up to 15 points. Now, let's understand a bit more about the work experience. In Canada, jobs are classified under skills, duties, etc. So, all this falls under an umbrella called as NOC, which is National Occupational Classification. In layman terms, NOC is the list of all the occupations in the Canadian job market. Those are classified based on the skill set and duties. Now, skill level 0 is for management jobs. Dentists, then lawyers, whoever need regulations, they fall under skill level A. Chefs, plumbers, they fall under skill level B. There are also skill level C and D. So this is basically for truck drivers and then helpers, etc. Please note guys, Express entry is for skill level 0, skill level A and B. Skill set C and D cannot really use these express entry programs to come to Canada. However, you can use other PNP programs to come to Canada. Stay tuned guys, I'm coming up with a video soon for people who need help with PNP programs. Now, coming to the minimum requirement for work experience. The minimum work experience requirement is about 1 year, continuous paid full time, so which means without any break and at least for 30 hours per week. Moving to the fourth selection factor, which is age factor. You can claim maximum of up to 12 points if you fall in the age group between 18 to 35 years of age. Minimum age for qualification is 18 and maximum, as you can see in the table, is 46. This table should help you understand the points allocated for each age group. If you have a closer look at the table, you can see you start losing points for every successive year. Moving to our next factor, which is arranged employment in Canada. The maximum points that you can claim here is up to 10 points, only if you manage to get a job offer of at least 1 year from a Canadian employer. And it should also be a continuous, full-time, not a seasonal one, and at least with a minimum of 30 hours per week. Also, this should fall under the skill set 0, A or B. This is a tough nut to crack guys, because the employer has to get LMIA for you, which is Labor Market Impact Assessment, and there are other factors that are involved in this which will end up eating up your time. Also guys, if you found this video helpful, this is the right time to subscribe to my channel. So please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Moving to our last factor, which is adaptability. The maximum points that you can claim under adaptability is 10 points. There are 7 elements based on which you can claim these points. First is your spouse's or your partner's language test, which is basically your IELTS or TEF, for which you can claim 5 points. Second is your past studies in Canada. So basically, if you have completed your studies in Canada 2 years of full time, then you can claim 5 points. Third is your spouse's past study in Canada. Again, 2 years of full-time academic studies. For this, you can claim 5 points as well. When I say full-time, it is 15 hours of classes per week. Fourth is your past work experience in Canada, for which you can claim 10 points. So again, this should be at least 1 year of full-time work experience under the skill set 0, A or B. Fifth is your spouse's past work experience in Canada, for at least 1 year, full-time and on a valid work permit. For this, you can claim 5 points. Sixth is the arranged employment in Canada, which I explained a little while ago. For this, you get additional 5 points. Seventh is your relatives in Canada, for which you get 5 points. This includes yours or your spouse's close blood relatives. Point to note guys, you can claim maximum of 10 points under this category, even though you qualify for more than 2 to 3 elements. Okay guys, this was all about the 6 selection factors. I hope I was able to explain it to you guys clearly. Let's move on to our second agenda of the video, which is how to calculate your eligibility score for express entry process. It's super simple guys. Let's quickly move on to our screen. Please click on the link mentioned in the description box. Scroll down and you should be able to find Check Your Eligibility button. Click on it. Now, you will have a couple of questions to answer, starting with choose the province or territory you are interested in. Let's say Ontario and click Next. Canada's official languages are English and French. Which language test did you take? Select whichever is applicable. In my case, it's IELTS. So I select IELTS and hit Next. What date did you take the test? Let's say Jan 2020 and click Next. Now you need to enter the test score guys. So as mentioned earlier, the competition is quite high for PR and it's very important that you get a band 9, which is 8777 at least. So you can click Next. Do you have any other language results? If you have one, please enter it. Otherwise, select None and hit Next. In last 3 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada? I don't have one. I have selected None here. If you don't have any Canadian work experience, please choose none of the above, doing the same. Next, it's asking for foreign work experience. Select whatever is applicable for you. I select 4 to 5 years. And moving further, none. Next, how much money will you bring to Canada? Well, it depends on the number of people moving with you to Canada. I'll leave a link in the description box below, guys, for you, so you can refer to it and enter the numbers accordingly. Guys, make sure you enter the exact amount, so don't enter any hypothetical number. So I'm gonna say $16,000 to $19,000. Next, number of family members, 2. Click next. Do you have a valid job offer in Canada? I say no. Hit next. Enter your date of birth, followed by evaluation provided by WES, IQAS or ICAS. Enter whatever it is. In my case, it's bachelor's. Hit next. You have couple of check boxes here. Select whichever is applicable to you. For me, it's none of the above, so I select none of the above. Your marital status, select whatever it is and hit next. Does your spouse plan to come to Canada with you? I say yes. Is your spouse a citizen or PR? No. Hit next. Has your spouse studied in Canada? No. Has your spouse worked in Canada? For me, it's a no. And I hit next. Has your spouse taken an English or French language test? Guys, I strongly recommend your partner to take the language test, as you can claim full 5 points for this. So I say IELTS and hit next. Then it's asking for the test date, so you can enter your test date. Let's say in this case it's Jan 2020 again. Now you need to enter your spouse's test score. To claim 5 points, ensure that your spouse's score is at least CLB 4 or above and hit next. Now you can check your result, guys. As you can see, you get a personal reference code as well. So just right below to it, it says, based on your answer, you are eligible for express entry. Yay, Congo! See, I told you, it's super easy to calculate eligibility score. Moving to our last agenda of the video, which is, what if you don't qualify for the program? Or what if you scored below 67 points? You can always increase your score by improving on your IELTS test score. I cannot stress more, guys, on how important your IELTS score is. One of the major ways to improve your test score is by getting at least a band 9, which is 8777. The next option is you can try to complete a degree, a diploma or a certificate. Lastly, you can also try to get an arranged employment in Canada. Having said that, guys, don't be disheartened if you don't qualify for express entry program. So there are other means by which you can come to Canada, like the PNP programs. So stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna upload a video pretty soon. Alright guys, that's all I have for today. If you have watched this video till here, you know what to do. Like, share and subscribe to my channel Canada Stories. Until next time, love you guys. Bye bye.